The lantern at Tainham Hill. They said the lantern had been burning for over 100 years. Each evening, just after dusk, a dim orange glow appeared on the top of Tainham Hill, flickering in the mist like a watchful eye. The villagers of Brackenford didn't talk about it, not directly. Some muttered about old smugglers, others about ancient spirits. But no one dared climb the hill, not since the Dawson boy disappeared in '92, which made Theo all the more curious. He was 24, fresh from university, and had come to Brackenford to care for his aging uncle's estate. It was meant to be a quiet retreat, a chance to clear his head and sort out his future. But the nights were too silent, the house too old, and the hill with its ever-present lantern was too intriguing to ignore. One night, just past midnight, Theo stood by the back window, watching the hill through the mist. The glow was there as always, gently pulsing. But tonight, it seemed closer, brighter. He grabbed his coat and flashlight. Something in his chest tugged him toward it. The path up Tainham was overgrown and slick with moss. Trees leaned inward like eavesdroppers, and the silence pressed in on all sides. But as he climbed, the lantern's light became clearer, almost rhythmic, like it was breathing. At the top, there was nothing. No lantern, no post, just an old circular clearing surrounded by broken stones. At the center, a shallow pit filled with damp leaves and rotting wood. Theo frowned. Had it been a trick of the fog, he stepped closer to the pit. Then he heard it. Footsteps, not behind him, not in front, but all around. He spun, flashlight cutting through the mist, catching glimpses of movement just beyond reach. Branches creaked like whispers. "Hello?" he called. No answer, only the faint crackle of fire. When he turned back to the pit, it was glowing, not with flame, but with light rising from beneath the soil. Orange, steady, unnatural. His hand trembled as he reached toward it. Then something grabbed his wrist, cold, slimy, fingers but not human. He screamed and fell backward, kicking at the pit. The light vanished. The fog thickened, and in its depth, a figure began to take shape. Tall, hooded, a lantern dangling from one hand, swaying gently. No face, only darkness beneath the hood. Theo ran. He didn't remember how he got home, only that his boots were caked with mud and something was clenched in his fist. A wick, torn from an old lantern, still wet with oil. He tried to forget, to rationalize it, but the dreams wouldn't stop. In them, he stood on the hill, unable to move. The figure approached slowly, lifting the lantern until the light swallowed everything. And when he woke, always at 3:12 a.m., there was the glow just outside his window. Closer every night. The villagers noticed. He stopped going into town. He muttered to himself. His eyes were sunken. The postman claimed he saw him walking toward the hill again, barefoot just before dawn. Then Theo vanished. His house stood empty for months. Eventually, the council boarded it up. No one spoke his name. But on still nights, if you stand at the bottom of Tainham Hill and listen closely, you might hear footsteps through the leaves. And the lantern? It still burns. But now, there are two.